Hi again, everyone. I'm Ollie Matthews. This is Societal Narcissism. This video is sponsored by contribution from Michelle. Before I get to Michelle's video, please go to the description box, click on the Rumble link. I ask everybody to watch over on Rumble. I'm still monetized over there, and it'll help out with the channel. On to Michelle's story. Hey, Ollie, I have a story for you. A cautionary tale straight from my life. I'm Michelle, 59 years old. As of today, August 22nd, 2005, I sit in my apartment finally free but scared of the decades of manipulation. My journey began in the 60s in a small Maine town and stretches to now, a lesson I want to share to warn others about the cost of clinging to hope at the expense of peace. I was born in 66 to Robert and Evelyn Shithead. That's the only name I will refer to them. My boomer parents in a town on the beach in Maine. My early memory is from age 6 when I spilled grape juice on my dad's prized lazy boy. He grabbed my wrist, he grabbed my wrist and dragged me to the garage. "You clumsy little bitch," he growled, locking me in with the lawnmower's fumes for 2 hours. Meanwhile, my brother Danny, just 8, sat in the living room with a new baseball glove, oblivious or indifferent to my cries. That's just the way it was. By age 10, the abuse shifted. Mom, already sipping gin by noon, forced me to scrub the kitchen floor on my hands and knees after school. One day I missed a spot and she yanked me by my hair. "You're a worthless little bitch, just like your father says." Danny, the golden child, lounged on the couch, flipping through his comic books, of course never asked to help. Dad later praised Danny's straight A's, ignoring my own report card, which I hid under the bed to avoid his wrath. As a teenager in the late 70s, the manipulation deepened. At 14, saving my babysitting money to buy a dress, Mom, drunk and spiteful, tore it apart in a rage, screaming, "You don't need to look pretty. You're here to serve us." Dad nodded while Danny, now 16, drove off in the family car to meet his friends, his laughter echoing as I stitched the dress in tears. To no avail. Those moments planted seeds of guilt and duty that would later trap me. In the 80s, when I turned 20, the exploitation turned to money. Dad demanded I quit my diner job to work full-time at his struggling body shop. "You owe me for raising you," he'd say, pocketing my $5 an hour wages while Danny, freshly enrolled at the University of Maine, got a monthly allowance. Mom, by then a heavy drinker, would sob into her vodka, begging me to stay home and cook, guilt-tripping me with, "I'll die without you." I had dreams of nursing school, which are faded, replaced by iron-stained hands and silent resentment. The 90s brought more of the same. At 30, I tried to move out, renting a small apartment. Dad showed up unannounced, claiming a heart scare, and guilted me into return. Like, "It is always a health scare. It's always something. It's always something to sucker you back in. You're abandoning your family," he said, while Danny bought his first house with Dad's help, of course. Mom's drinking worsened. I spent nights cleaning up her vomit, my life on hold. The pattern was clear. I was the family's unpaid servant, while Danny, the golden son, thrived. Another Cinderella. Another Cinderella. Mom's decline peaked in 2005. At 39, I watched her drink herself to death, a liver failure that ended with a quiet funeral. Dad, now 65, leaned on me harder. "She's gone because you weren't enough," he'd mutter, though Daniel, living 200 miles away with his growing family, only sent a sympathy card. I buried my grief and kept going. Oh, Jesus. 2 years ago in 2023, Dad's health failed. Diagnosed with congestive heart failure at 83, he moved in with me. For 5 grueling years, I managed his medication, cooked his meals, and endured his complaints. No, then it would have to be 2000, not 2003. I think you got that a little screwed up. For 5 grueling years, I managed... Oh, wait, unless you were already managing beforehand. For 5 grueling years, I managed his medications, cooked his meals, and endured his complaints. This is the least you can do after all I've given you, he rasped, his voice weak but cutting. Danny visited once a year, dropping off a fruit basket or something else lame, then leaving me to handle the midnight hospital calls. I stayed, believing the family home a modest but valuable property. Believing the family home a modest but valuable property, and Dad's savings would be mine, a reward for my sacrifice. Oh my God, you didn't. Oh, you didn't. Oh, you didn't. Two weeks after Dad's death, I attended the will reading with the family attorney, Mr. Grayson. Daniel sat smugly beside his wife while I clutched my... He already knew. He obviously... Because he showed up. He didn't show up to your mother's funeral, but he shows up, well, because the will reading. He knew. He knew what was coming. Daniel sat smugly beside his wife. I clutched my notebook of caregiving logs, expecting vindication. Mr. Grayson cleared his throat and read Dad's final words, a letter addressed to me. What followed shattered me. My dearest Michelle, oh my God, if you're reading this, I'm gone and you've likely spent the last years tending to me as you should have. Let's be clear, you deserve nothing from my... Oh my God. You deserve nothing from my estate. I've left everything, the house, the savings, the shop to Daniel, my true legacy. You, Michelle, were a duty, not a daughter. Holy Christ. This is a dream. You do not set the boomer up for the dream scenario at the will. This is every boomer narcissist dream fucking will scenario. From the start, you were a burden. You never learned to be useful. I worked my hands to the bone to give you a roof, food, and clothes, and all you gave back was mediocrity. Danny excelled, college, a career, a family, while you squandered your potential, dropping out to sulk. Your mother and I sacrificed for you, and your caregiving was the least you could do to repay that debt. Like, he knew he was fucking you. He knew it when he wrote it. I've watched you toil these past years, but it wasn't love, it was obligation. You stayed for the will, not for me, and that greed taints any claim that you might have. Oof. Danny, on the other hand, built a life I'm proud of, and he deserves this inheritance. You're better off learning this lesson now. Family duty doesn't come with a paycheck. Take this as my final word. Move on, Michelle. You've gotten more than you earned. Yours in judgment, Robert Shithead. Oh, my God. Oh, fuck. I hope you put a porta potty over his friggin' grave and you go there and have everybody go and take a dump on it. I sat stunned as the lawyer finished the letter. Daniel, of course, had his typical smirk, already had renovations planned for the house. Attorney offered condolences, but I felt nothing but a hollow ache. That night, I packed a bag, left a note from Daniel, keep your fucking blood money, and cut all ties. I blocked his number, unfriended my nieces on social media, and moved, starting over with a part-time job. Today at 59, I write to you, Ollie, from my quiet corner. I should have listened to my gut. From childhood, I felt the unfairness. Dad's beatings, Mom's cruelty, Danny's indifference. My instincts screamed to run, but I stayed, hoping for a will that never came. 5 years of caregiving, decades of abuse, all for a betrayal. I've got no contact now, and it's freed me. But I could have saved myself years of heartbreak if I've trusted myself sooner. And that's what they depend on. They do this to you so you don't trust your own gut, you don't trust your own instinct, you don't trust your own memories, you don't trust your own experiences. You think you're not entitled to any of it. Ollie, please share my story with your audience as a warning. Don't click the toxic parents for a will. My experience shows how greed and guilt can trap you in a cycle of pain, especially when a golden child like Danny Boy escape unscathed. Let it be a lesson to break free and value your own peace. Take care, Michelle. Well. If that isn't a cautionary tale, I don't know what is. That is the boomer's dream scenario. That is the narcissistic boomer's dream scenario at a will reading. They wasted how many years of your life? 52, 53 years of your life. And they knew why, and they know why you're hanging in. They know why you're hanging in. They know you're hanging in for that will. And that just gives them all the more reason to fuck you over on it. So, I hope that helps. Thank you so much, Michelle, for your contribution and story. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions or advice in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, something you'd like to expose, you'd like to set up a Skype, a phone call, have a private video made, you'd like to sponsor a video like this for someone who needs help and can't afford it, or just make a contribution to the channel in general to keep it supported, growing, and successful, because this channel survives 100% on contributions from all of you. Without you guys, all this goes away. So if you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like this, you know what to do to either the Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, and email links in the description box below. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and be sure to click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. Also, be sure to watch this video over on Rumble. If you haven't, even a click helps. Subscribe to me on X and Telegram as well. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been Societal Narcissism. Take care, everyone.